Ladies and gentlemen, aviation lovers and thrill seekers, welcome to the National Naval Aviation Museum, the crown jewel of Pensacola, Florida. This is where history and high-speed action collide, where you can walk through time and sit in the cockpit of legendary warbirds, and even try your hand at landing on an aircraft carrier. So fasten your seatbelts because this tour is about to take flight. We'll be diving into history, testing some awesome interactive exhibits, and even hearing some crazy stories of heroism and innovation. And yes, expect some turbulence. Our journey begins with a daredevil and a dream. Meet Eugene Ely. Now, back in 1910, this guy decided that the best way to impress the U.S. Navy was to land a plane on a wooden platform on a ship. And somehow he pulled it off. That's like trying to park your car on a skateboard while it's moving. This led to the creation of naval aviation in 1911. And from there, things got crazy fast. Enter the Curtiss JN-4 Jenny, one of the very first aircraft used to train military pilots. Imagine flying this thing in the open air with no fancy controls, just sheer guts. Early pilots had no GPS, no autopilot, or even in-flight snacks. Now this beauty right here, it changed the course of history. The Douglas SBD Dauntless, the dive bomber that turned the tide at the Battle of Midway. This aircraft is like the Navy SEAL of the skies, silent, deadly, and impossible to take down. Over here, this stubby little fighter is the Grumman F4F Wildcat, the underdog of World War II. It was outmatched by Japanese Zeros in speed, but guess what? It could take a pounding and still bring its pilot home. If planes had personalities, this one would be the scrappy street fighter who never backs down. All right, time to experience what it's like to launch and land on a carrier. Welcome to the USS Cabot flight deck. Now, picture this: high winds, a tiny landing strip floating in the middle of the ocean, and you've got about 5 seconds to land or go swimming. No pressure. These flight decks were organized chaos. Everyone had a role, and if one person messed up, it was bad news for everyone. It's like the busiest airport in the world, except you're landing on a moving target. All right, jet lovers, this is what you came for: the legendary Blue Angels, the Navy's elite flight squadron. These FA-18 Hornets are frozen in a perfect diamond formation, giving you a close-up look at precision flying at its best. They fly just 18 inches apart at 700 miles an hour. Now that's tighter than my parking job at the grocery store. All right, this is where the past meets the present. The Nimitz flight deck is a 1/5 scale replica of a real aircraft carrier deck, complete with footage of actual operations. It's like stepping into the future of naval aviation. From biplanes to fighter jets capable of supersonic speeds, naval aviation has come a long way. And this museum lets you experience all of it in one place. From warbirds that changed history to flight simulators that test your skill, the National Naval Aviation Museum isn't just a collection of planes, it's an adventure through time. And guess what? It's 100% free. So if you love aviation and history, or just want a place to nerd out for a day, this is the place to be. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. Hit that like button, subscribe for more epic adventures, and tell me, what's your favorite naval aircraft? Drop it in the comments. So until next time, keep your eyes on the skies.